Hello all, this is Heathen Queen, and I am here to introduce you to This Is Your Dating Pool show. Here we highlight the bandits, the delusional females, and the all-around degeneracy. These people are out here mating, breeding, bringing children into the world with no care and concern for anything else. It's our job as a marital show to show you your choices. These are your people in your dating pool.
Yeah.
Yes.
You go for the tension in terms of who is leading the family in what direction. In my family, for example, when I was growing up, my mom and dad had tension in terms of who was leading the family in what direction. And there were times, Andrew was talking about the concept of submission, right? This is the idea that when you have a husband and a wife, the husband has the ultimate authority over the household. My mother, on a number of different things, didn't want to submit to my dad. One of the areas in which she did not want to was through financial decisions. My dad would say, we should live more within our means. My mom was like, no, we should take these riskier financial maneuvers so that we can make more of a profit. He would push back against it. She wouldn't listen. We got destroyed as a result of it financially in the 2008 housing crash. That was an example where my dad was trying to exert his leadership. My mom would not submit to it, and we got burned as a result. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and it's
Also,
funny because
question for Chase. If you're, when it comes to religion, when it comes to Christianity, and it comes to submissiveness, submission, isn't it the husband? Is it the husband submits to God?
Yes,
And
that's correct. A woman within Christianity, and I would say this for all women as well. Like when it comes to the idea of submission, if I was a woman, I would only want to submit to a man if I knew that he was submitted to God. Right? Within the Redpill community, you have all these dudes that don't believe in God, they don't believe in Jesus, and they talk about, well, women need to be submissive. But then these same guys are running through tons of women outside of the relationship, and they hurt their woman. Right? That's not Christ-like leadership in a relationship. As a man, if I want to lead a woman and I want her to submit to me in marriage, I first have to do the job of being fully submitted to Christ, which means that I'm going to love her with compassion and mercy. I'm going to be submitted to God's word. I'm not going to be committing adultery outside of the relationship, not going to be beating her.
Please explain to these lame motherfuckers. You can't be running through women doing this, that, and the third and expecting us to be submissive, expecting us to do what we got to do under the plan, and you fucking off. Y'all got the game fucked up.
All that kind of stuff. Like that's the order. The man submits to God and the woman submits to the man.
God. Let's open it up to the panel here. So some of you kind of grimaced when
Y'all need to explain it to some of these lames out here.
It's Andrew, right? Yeah. Andrew, sorry. Mentioned, he wants a woman who's submissive to him. Do you think that you should?
Those three men, okay, average 4. Maybe not even 4. Maybe 3.
Women should be submissive to their boyfriends, to their husbands.
Right side of the table. Boom, 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 boom. What's going on here? What's going on here? Just don't know. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe that side is like 6, because they working it out. She working it. These two working it the fuck out. Shit, work with what you got, baby.
Husbands in relationships, or are you more like, I'm more interested in a 50-50 dynamic? Let's start with you and we'll go around the table. Go ahead.
All right, let's see about the 50-50. Let's see about the 50-50.
what is a 50-50 dynamic?
Like 50-50.
You guys both have an
split
equal
the bill
say.
on the first.
She said, what's a 50-50? Which tells you lame motherfuckers that only happens in the black community. Fuck all.
Date. How else do you explain like 50-50?
You guys like, you both take care of the finances, you have an equal say in the decisions over the home, so on and so forth.
So before during my 4-year, it was 50-50, but it was mostly me doing.
She had a bandit. Ah.
everything.
Oh, so okay, did you wear the pants and the?
Yeah, I wore
okay.
the pants.
Was
yeah.
it like 75-20 or 25?
Like it was
90-10.
I was supporting a bum, let's just say it like that. While I
So like
worked 2
95-5?
jobs. Yeah. It was
Oh, you were working and he was what? Just staying at home playing video games type.
or like we'll work for like a week and get tired of it.
Oh, he
Yes.
would. Okay. And so you guys were living together, correct?
Yeah.
And you were paying most of the rent. Okay, so 50.
And I met him when I was 16. I met him when I was 16 and he was 17 turning 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet? Is that Romeo and Juliet? I don't know.
No, that's
I don't
fine.
know.
I was just
That's
expecting it
I
to
think
be
it's
like way
18 and
older
over.
because I always see that kind of stuff happen. But
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. She was anticipating like the dude was like
Yeah.
mid 20s.
Yeah, I know. But after that, it's like
you don't want that. You don't want to repeat that sort of relationship
Mm-mm.
dynamic that you
no.
had with
So
your
like
ex-boyfriend.
first day, I expect you to pay. So.
Okay.
She said it. First day. First motherfucking day. You better pull the wallet out.
Gotcha. What's besides like paying on the first day? What would be an example where a woman should be submissive in a relationship?
Oh, I mean, there's like a million different things you could point to. If you're looking at a place to move, a place to send your kids in a relationship, if you're setting boundaries in a relationship, like if you're telling your woman, hey, like you can't go out to clubs all the time, you know, like
Yeah. What do you think? What do you guys think? That's a good one.
Yeah.
I need to know how
Purses.
women are supposed to be submissive when there's not a lot of dominant men out there.
Look at the expression on the 2 lane. No, look at the expression on the 3 lane motherfucker's face as soon as she got done. The smile got dropped off that bitch quick.
In
Well,
my experience.
I think, and Chase, I think you've said this before. You shouldn't just submit to anybody. You should submit to the right type of guy. And Chase, I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's a great question.
Where are they?
That's a great.
He said, you should submit to the right type of guy. She said, where are they? Smoke.
Where are the dominant
She's
men?
not wrong.
Yeah.
She's not
Yeah,
wrong.
I've
Send them
not
our
come
way.
across any in my experience so far.
So here's what I've noticed about women wanting to submit. The female impulse to submission is very natural when women feel like they can trust a man and they feel like his leadership is trustworthy and good and he's strong.
Bingo! Please explain that to the black side of the community. Please explain that to the black side of the community. Because they seem to think every lame motherfucker who's got a dick swinging between his legs should be submitted to. Please explain that to the motherfucking black side of the community.
Right? If you feel that from a man, you're just gonna be like, okay, like tell me what to do. Like what should we do? You
Most
know?
of the time.
Yeah. Unless you guys
Safe.
like unless there's something
The operative word is that's the big word.
safety.
Safe.
Safety. What I always stress. Whatever I put on my dating profiles, I would put on 2 things. I have to feel safe with you, and I have to be wanted. Safe and wanted. And I don't need to fucking explain what safety means. Because if I need to explain to you what safety means, you're gonna kick rocks with your tail between your legs.
Like a lot of guys nowadays especially don't really know how to lead women.
Please explain it to the black side of the community. Please explain it to the black side.
They don't know how to do it effectively. So if you meet a guy who doesn't know how to lead a woman and he's like, submit to me, you're going to be like, why? Like your leadership isn't
You
good.
don't know what you're doing.
And then we get the backlash because we're like, you're like, whoa, well, nobody's listening. Well, I'm not just following you in blindly. Like,
Yes.
you need to explain to me why this is important and why I'm doing this, because I completely agree with her. Our society is weakening daily
Yes.
with the strength of men.
Yes.
And I feel that the reason that women are getting so much stronger is out of necessity.
Please explain that to the black side of the community. Please explain it to the black side of the community. We're getting all the backlash because we have to be strong. Because we have to. Because there's such weak men. Fuck going on. Fuck going on.
Well,
We
that's
have to be.
part of it. Part of it, there's been a sociological push,
Mhm.
especially in the past 100 years, to empower women as much as possible and to also tell women that they don't need men.
Right.
So that's one part of the equation. The other part of the equation is that men have been demoralized and weakened by propaganda. There's an assault on our endocrine systems, right? So like a strong man, like when you see a strong man and you're like, that's a man that I respect, like he's a man who can lead. He probably has higher than average testosterone levels, right? This is the hormone that makes a man a man. If you remove this from a man's body, he's going to become weak. If he has enough of it, he's going to become strong. Male testosterone levels right now.
And then this bitch made motherfucker fell down the rabbit hole of the red pill. Fuck me. Fuck me. And I was on his side too.
Longest relationship, probably like 1 year, a little more than one year.
Okay. So you said you're currently dating.
Yes.
So are you seeing one guy, multiple guys, a couple girls in there? What's
I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely
you're not sure
what's
about their
going on.
gender?
It could be whatever it is, whatever you want it to be.
Okay. Non-binary. Okay. So you're not entirely sure. So do you have a main guy and like 3 side pieces? I feel like you got game.
Do I?
I think you got game. I think you could get the bitches.
I have no game. I have no game.
The male
whatsoever.
bitches and the female bitches. You got
I
no
wish,
game?
I wish,
You have
I
0
wish.
game.
You look like you have game. Just humble.
None of y'all have game for saying you got game. Look at this shit. The fucking right side is like a 2. Fuck. Even the knockers don't save you.
And has game. That's part of the game.
Could we have you tilt your microphone down just a little bit?
Yeah.
So it's perfect. A little less. And can you scoot it that way just a bit? OCD Brian over here.
Yeah.
So give us some deets. What are the details?
Some
You got one main dude, couple.
Some deets is
couple-
I don't think I'm healed enough for an actual healthy relationship. But yeah.
You don't think you're healed enough?
Yes.
From you got like sepsis or what's going on?
Probably just like childhood stuff or like past relationship whatsoever. But
Past
yeah,
relationship.
I'm dating currently.
Okay. But so what do you mean? Like, what do you mean by dating currently? Like you're going on dates or do you have a situationship with any guys?
Potentially. I
Potentially.
mean, there's no label whatsoever.
How many? Okay, so you're dating. How many dates have you been on in the past month
The past month,
with like
probably
individual new people?
new people. A few. I don't really keep count.
Okay. So we got to get a number on it. You got 7 boyfriends? Is that kind of the situation?
No, it doesn't.
7 situationships.
No, not 7. No, you're perfectly fine. I mean, I obviously
Okay.
can tell that like you're a girl.
So
like
for you, oh, so I am a girl. So
yes,
you
but
can
if you
tell.
say that you're something else, I will respect that.
Okay,
No.
I just want to let you know, and I'm a hippopotamus.
I mean, you could be.
So
Wow, that
like,
was-
if I,
The ugly side of the table is trying to flex. Yeah, that's what it is. They ain't getting enough attention, so they trying to flex. That's what ugly sides of the table do. That's what they do.
if
Good
I
woman.
just say whatever I want, okay, I'm
You should pick a different
A
animal because
he.
you're pretty trim, so I don't think hippopotamus would be the
Yeah,
appropriate-
I don't know if
you're
that's
misidentified.
Hey, hold on just a sec. Yo, FDG, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. Guys, if you've been wondering,
How the fuck is he surprised every time that shit go off? It's like he don't even understand. How the fuck that shit ain't flashing on that fucking computer screen that he got? It's like he's startled every time that fucking band goes off. What going on? Or his old boy just trying to scare his ass? I can't get it. I can't figure it out. Because he turns around like, ooh, ooh, and then puts his hand on his head. Really?
my FDG is just dropping mad memberships in the chat on YouTube. I have a sugar mama. She's my sugar mama, and she pays me by gifting membership. So she's dropping like 300, 400, 500 a show. So Thank you very much. So you,
But
Lauren, non-binary, confirm or deny?
Confirm. I don't have. It's like Barbie.
Okay.
I don't want to reveal the movie.
Are we already getting
details,
into pronouns
But it's
already?
like Barbie down there.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually a he.
Wait, so
You-
you're a furry because you're a hippopotamus.
I'm a
You're
furry. I'm a
trans
furry
species.
he, non-binary.
How-
And you're
I
just gonna
respect that.
accept this.
I respect that 100%.
Okay.
And
So
this-
throughout the podcast,
Fucking knockers look better than everybody at the table. Jesus.
if you slip up and like refer to me as a she, like I could like get mad at you and stuff.
The inane conversation is enough to make my head fucking explode. Brian has the patience of a fucking saint.
What the fuck? That's from the Daily Dropout, by the way. I mean, it wasn't the full video, but you kind of get the idea. So, your guys' reaction to that, and also if you just want to answer the question, like, how much would a guy need? What was the question that she asked? Like, how much should a guy make? Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I know some of you are in college, so you're probably not overly concerned with finances at this point, but maybe if you want to answer like, hey, this is going to be maybe when you get married, the guy who's going to be your husband or your life partner, how much would you like him to make?
I want to be the breadwinner for the relationship, so less than me.
You want... Hold on.
I want to spoil him.
So you want to be the breadwinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
So well, you're currently in a relationship now, so.
Yeah.
So he has to make it less than you.
I mean, he doesn't have to, but I think I'd like to flex on that a little bit.
Okay.
Only when he start calling you names, fucking other bitches in your bed, randomly calling you the C word and all the letters in between is when you're gonna get the fact that what you're asking for is pure delusion and fuckery at the highest order.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Are you gonna? Well, you said your current occupation is go-go dancing. Is that gonna be? Is there continuity there? Or are you working?
Go-go dancing? Oh, now I see her shirt. It's like a boob top. It's brown right here. And the rest of that shit is like tattoos. Man, wait till that body hits the age of 60 or 70. Gonna be a fucked up roadmap.
Not
Just
something else.
saving up to go to school.
What do you want to do?
I want to be a mortician.
Oh,
Who aspires to be a mortician? I'm just astonished at every fucking thing that comes across her dome. She got to say.
I could see that. It
I love that.
that checks out. That checks out. Okay. They make good money. Have you seen 6 Feet Under?
I have.
Good show. Good show.
Yeah, right now I don't really think a guy's finances matter, but in the future I want to be a lawyer, so like I think like as long as like his income is like around mine, like, you know, as long as he's just not like, I mean, as long as he's not like sitting on the couch like unemployed eating potato chips, like I think we're gonna be fine. Like as long as he has that drive and determination, like that's what it's more about, other than like the money. Like I don't care if he makes more or less than me, as long as we're both like working the same, you know, working just as hard as each other.
But is there like a bare minimum, for example, that you'd want a partner
It
to
just
make?
depends. Are we like
30. You're both 30.
Oh,
Or
okay.
within about that age range.
I don't know enough about finance to know how much I'd be making at that point.
So, well, what kind of, you said you want to become an attorney, correct?
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of law you want to practice?
Gosh, I think I want to do. I
A
want to do
little- just a little
contract. I
closer.
want to do contract law and
Okay.
copyright.
So, intellectual property stuff, maybe some business.
Type B.
Okay.
But
So-
that's like my passion is like doing like the like on the side like pro bono work. Like, so I don't know. I just
Sure.
really don't know.
And so,
Stop asking her because she don't fucking know, and she keeps saying that shit, and that shit is hurting my head.
do you have a sense of how much money you think you'll be making? Because attorneys can do
Fuck. We gotta move on.
I don't know, like if I'm making like 50K, I don't expect my partner to like be making $1,500,000. But like if that so happens, it's nice because I know like that's someone where it's like if we started a family, my children would have like that like safety cushion. But I'm not looking for that. I'm not going out looking for guys like you have to have this. It must be this rich to ride, you know. But I do know money helps. Like I'm not an idiot.
But okay, so
Whoa. See, you just unleashed my tongue and I almost said some shit.
let's say you end up at 30, you're an attorney, you're making $200,000 a year. How much would you like your partner to be making?
Probably like 6 figures at least, like around that. But if he's making less, like, and I love him, like that's love, you know, as long as he's working, as long as he has that determination.
Okay, so
he works at McDonald's and you're a motherfucking attorney. He works at motherfucking McDonald's and you're an attorney. When that dynamic happens, bring your monkey ass back on the show.
You wouldn't have an issue being the primary breadwinner then?
No, as long as he's working.
Okay, so you'd like pay for his stuff, pay for dates, pay for trips, stuff like that?
As long as it's like love. Like I probably wouldn't want to like I said, like if our incomes are like, if he's making $500 a year and I'm making $500,000 a year, that's a problem. But like I'd want to have a relationship where things
Why is it a problem?
Just because like we're obviously not on the same level. Then like if I'm like making $500K, like there are things where it's like I just need to be at a point in my life where I'm settling down with someone who's also making enough money to start a family. I don't want to be like the sole dependent. What if something happens to me? Then what? Like what happens to our kids? Like what happens to my spouse, you know, where it's like I wouldn't want to have to just give all my money to them. I'd want to give some of it to charity, where it's just a lot of factors that go into it. And I think money's important, but it's not everything.
Okay.
See, this is my motherfucking fault for losing a whole bunch of IQ points and continuing to listen to this motherfucking drivel. But you gotta listen, because this is your motherfucking dating pool. These motherfuckers are your dating pool. Look at that girl with the red. What?